Yo guys, welcome back to another League Racing video on the channel. Today we are here with PSGL round number 3, the Circuit of the Americas. One of my favourite tracks leading up to this, or so I thought, because I did some practice and it's horrible. I hate this. I hate this track so much. But anyway, these are the standings from the last video, because we did 2 rounds in the last video and it wasn't good. We ended up finishing only in P10 in round 2, and in the first round we got caught up in an incident at turn 1 that wasn't even my fault, or not turn 1, lap 1. Wasn't even my fault. A guy spun in front of me under a VSC, and obviously you can't make contact to cars under a VSC. So when he spun in front of me, I've not been able to move. I barely hit him, and I get a 10-second penalty. And it was a really good start, but that just took us out of it, so that completely killed our race because there wasn't a safety car. And then Belgium, we got, it was a lobby restart and it started raining. So we didn't do any practice for that. And we finished P10, so not ideal, but here we are. It's not been a terrible lap so far, but this track on no assists is incredibly difficult to get. It's so inconsistent for me, and I only did around an hour's practice before this because I was working, you know, I didn't have much time. We're getting wheel spin there. We set a supposed fastest middle sector, but I don't really believe it. The game likes to lie a lot and give you purple sectors, even when you didn't actually go fastest. So we will see at the end of this lap how quick it actually is. We are currently sat in P12, and these last few corners, it's incredibly difficult to get these right, but we've just got to try and send it. We end up running a little bit deep though, and then into the final corner. We turn in a little bit too soon, have to correct, and we're on the power to the line, and it's only a 0.3, and we are P6. But I'm gonna assume that a lot of people invalidated their runs. And we're going on to our last lap now. It was a very clean transition. But we're going on to our last lap now, and you can see turn 1, we just turned in way too soon. And we had to run wide because we were going to cut the corner, so we had to correct a lot, and then we've just been put off track. And we're now a 10th and a half down. We're going to try and send it though, because we are P11, we're going to want to improve. Going to be absolutely sending it, and then we just run incredibly deep. We tried too hard, and then yeah, lap's over. Just a bit of frustration there, and now that is qualifying over. P12 in the end, I think? No, 13, even worse, even worse, P13. So that means we've qualified P14, P11 and P13 in the first 3 rounds of this season. And that's really bad. That is not good at all. But we're going to see. We're going to see how it goes. 5 seconds till the start. We're going to start on the mediums and try and do a little undercut. It is pretty powerful on this track, but the real difficulty is going to be the track limits. We're going to have to stay on the track. We're going to have to keep it clean turn 1, and it is 5 red lights, and away we go for round number 3. We get a better start than Jamil on the left side, who started on the hards. We're going to try and move to the insides, just to see if we can get a move. We've sent up, we've locked the race trying to get it slowed, but we're up the inside of round 2 cars, 3 wide right now. But the outside line, Luke Spike, just has the momentum. We're going to try and keep it side by side, however, with Gabriele Stella. We're going to go around the outside, but then we're just not going to go for that, because I don't trust many drivers in PSGL or WR. And we're going to send up the inside, but doors closed. But I don't trust many drivers to go side by side, never mind through there. It was always going to end terribly, and I'm not going to have wasted my time practicing this track just for it to get done on lap 1. We're not having that happen. But we're just gonna have to keep it clean. As up ahead, Luke Spike runs a bit wide, but even if Gabriele gets a better exit, he's probably not going to make an overtake because everyone's got full charge of battery right now, and people are still going to be trying to figure out what wing level the others are running, and I'm trying to do that as well. I don't know how high or low my wings are compared to people, and based off that straight, it's not great for me. And this track is incredibly difficult to overtake. As up ahead, the Haas of Matthews actually he got a piece of wing damage, so he's now holding everyone up. They're going for massive sends. He's going sideways, and we've got to get past him instantly. We have a massive snap on the rears, and that's not good because the rears are the most important tyre to have. They wear the most. We need to have a minimal wheel spin the entire time. But right now, the Haas, you can see him running wide, and then he ends up pulling into the pits. But yeah, he picked up wing damage, which did hold the cars ahead up a little bit, and that's put us on the back foot of the DRS, around 8 tenths behind. But it shouldn't be an issue, and we should just be able to sit behind now and sit in a train for the whole race. Let's go. We love Kota. But yeah, unfortunately, this track on this game is really difficult to overtake. And see, we're cutting ahead to lap 9 because nothing happened. We are still in the same position. The only thing notable that happened is that the 2 hard runners behind have no pace, and they have legitimately dropped 6 seconds behind, and already have 3 seconds for each of them. So that's really nice. And is this where we're going to see? Yes, we're going to see some movement in the boxes, and we're actually going to box. Because it is a big undercut, but you can see by the fact I didn't show you the last or the first 10 laps of the race that this is going to be important. This is the only way we're going to make moves. This is the only way we're going to get up the field, is with an undercut. And we managed to actually jump the Haas in the pits, and that means we're coming out behind Tom Wolfgram and Jocon Wigley, who are they were in the lead train, I believe, or they were at the top of the train, because we were also in that lead train, but they were at the top of the train, and we're only 1.4 seconds behind. But that's an issue, because if we're not in the DRS by the time it comes on this lap, then that's a really big issue, because they can gain so much time in the straights and so much time over the course of the lap by having the DRS, and we really need to push to get in. And we have been pushing, but we've only gained around a 10th, and we're not going to burn all the battery because we need some for this straight as well. It wouldn't be smart to just burn it all to go all in for that DRS, because we still have to defend from Gabriele behind. And this is the end of that lap. We didn't gain it in the middle sector, or in the final sector I should say, but through the last corner we brake really late. We've actually pushed a lot, and we have just missed out on DRS. We are under a second behind, but we weren't there by the DRS detection, which is unfortunate. We're still pushing. You can just see how much we're pushing the hard tyres. We're flicking in, but the undercuts worked right now. There are still some people to box, but I believe all the medium runners have boxed now. So we are in P9 with 3 cars still to box, which they are doing now. Akim Lee, who was the car behind us, or the hard runner, yeah, he's retired. He is not having any more. And up ahead, I think that's Hugo Fontvon, who's come out, and he's way in the lead, so we didn't undercut right up to the leaders. But right now, there's a safety car behind. I think that's just because Akim Lee's given up. But we are P8 now. There's still 1 more car to box, so that puts us in a net P7, because the car to box is Jamil, who was 6 seconds behind us before we made our stop. So he's not a factor in this race at all. And up ahead, we are coming up on Sinan Jr., whose AI is not ghosted, because ghosting isn't on in this league, and he's held up Tom massively. He's obviously disconnected from the race, and the AI isn't exactly, like, it's slow, but it's not so slow to where that Tom can just send it. So he's held up Tom a lot, and now we're going to capitalize on that, and we're going to make a very simple move on his AI car, and we are now well and truly within the DRS of Tom. And he's a really quick driver. He is definitely quicker than us right now, because I am not comfortable with where I am right now. Or I'm comfortable with where I am. We're P7. I'm happy with that, but I'm not comfortable with how my pace is. I'm not too sure where I'm braking. I didn't do enough practice, so it's really good that we are stick behind him, so he can drag us up to the car ahead like Jocon Wigley, and we pick up a 3-second penalty. You can cut that corner, but you just can't cut it that much, and that's what I mean. We just don't have the confidence on turning or on the tyres or just in pace at all. I've not really got much idea what's going on right now, and it's just not going well, and we pick up another warning only a lap later, and this is going pretty badly, and we just go and we pick up another one. We are on 5 warnings with 13 laps to go. We've just got over halfway through, and we already can't push at all. We skip ahead a lap, and up ahead there is cars fighting, which is big for us. And that's the hard runner of Jamil, who stayed out, and we've now caught up to him. His tyres are gone, and he's not making it easy for us, making it very difficult. Up ahead there's a bit of a move from Jamil. He sends up the inside. This is working beautifully for us though, as he's holding up Jocon, but unfortunately Tom's going to get through now, and now it's really important that he doesn't hold us up at all. I don't think he's purposely going slowly. I think he's just got old tyres, so it's definitely not on him, and he does move out the way at a crucial time so that we can stay nicely within the DRS of Tom, and he doesn't have the chance to defend us into turn 1. But that 5 warnings we've got is just really important, because you can see how much we're struggling. We're braking late, we're locking the fronts, we're flicking in turn 1, and that's just giving us so much more tyre wear. and this is really not comfortable right now. Up ahead, there's going to be a change for P4, which we aren't still in the fight for. It can definitely happen, but it's, again, we've just got to not get a warning. And I'm going to say we should be okay if we don't get another warning, but that's not true, because around us, Tom and Joaquin, they both don't have penalties, and it's only behind us Gabriele has the only penalty. And Raphael does have a 3 seconds, and we pick up a 6. We pick up a 6 seconds worth of penalty, and that's definitely going to drop us behind all the cars behind us. I believe there's 4 cars behind us, I believe, and we're going on to the second last lap of the race. Tom's ran away up ahead, but this 6 seconds is going to drop us behind. We could have maybe held a position on Raphael with only a 3 seconds, because we would actually be fighting him for position. But we've just got the 3 seconds too much, and nothing happened in the final few stints, really, or in the final few laps, I should say, because we've just cut ahead to lap, the final lap, and we are nicely behind Joaquin, so we might be able to make a move on him on track. But unfortunately, I'm afraid that when we make that move, we're just going to drop right back behind him. And we're currently sat in a nice P5 right now. This is going really well for us. And you can see as well, if you look at the top left, Luke Spite in the kick, he's around 3 seconds behind us. So if we had this 3 seconds, if we only had the 3 seconds, we have a chance on this lap to actually drop him and then finish ahead of Raphael. And it's starting to rain on this final lap now. It's not going to affect the tyre wear or anything. It's only light drops, so it's just a bit of a visual issue. But we're only on 8% battery right now, and we've seen by the fact you haven't seen half this race that DRS and overtaking is near impossible, and especially when you're on such a low amount of ERS, it's just really not looking like we're going to make a move. And it's just going to be about defending from Raphael, because he can still pick up a 6-second penalty himself in the last few sectors, because you can definitely pick up warnings. I'm not sure how much warnings he's on, but if he gets a 6 seconds, then we will finish ahead of him, which will be amazing. But right now, you can just see up ahead, we are gaining on Joaquin, but just not enough. If we had a bit more battery, we would have been able to make a move. We're going to defend the inside from Raphael, just in case he gets a penalty later on. We're going to try and defend the inside. He's not going to go for a move, because there's just the dirty air is holding him back. He's trying to make a move, he's trying to find a way through. We're just going to sit on the inside though, and we're going to park it, because it is really easy to defend in that corner, and you'd have to be pretty stupid to go for a send. But unfortunately, we're not finishing ahead of Joaquin on track. It's looking unlikely. There's 2 more corners left for Raphael to pick up a 6. We're just going to send it. We're going to just get another warning if we have to. And unfortunately, he's not going to pick up the penalty, and we don't actually finish 3 seconds ahead of Luke Spite, so it doesn't actually matter. Doesn't actually matter that we got the 6 seconds, really. We were going to finish behind him anyway. And that's P8. After finishing P5 on track, all the warnings were stupid. Incredibly stupid race for me. Didn't do enough practice, didn't feel confident. Got too many warnings, which you can't do in this league. It will punish you. And these are the standings now. We are currently sat in P13 after only picking up 4 points over the first 3 rounds. They all could have went so much better, and I honestly would have taken these results before we did the first round, because I knew I was in a difficult league, and I would have took these results. But the problem is that we're just not close to the top 3, or that we're not close to the leading trains whenever we race this, and we're just kind of at the back. We're picking up the scraps of the points. We're not really in any big fights, and that's really the issue. I wouldn't mind getting P10 every race if I was connected to the front train the entire time, and it was a close, intense race and I actually had pace. But that's just not what's happening right now, and I need to figure something out soon, because we don't want to be getting demoted at the end of this season. We don't want that at all. But if you did enjoy this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.